Well, I wanted to ask you about government affairs, and I guess that, you know, government affairs for the most part, or for a major part anyway, is educating people to the fact that there are market-based solutions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, the good news is that many of our members in D.C. as well as in the state houses, they have experience as a business person in many cases, and have an ear for and an inclination to understand that if the economics are allowed to work, successful outcomes can occur. And so it's just a matter of making sure that the message is there, that they can see the evidence of successes we've enjoyed through a voluntary activity, and those market-based type things in action. So, yeah, I think that we have an opportunity to advise them of those things and ultimately have their buy-in that regulation is not the solution. So,
talk about your government affairs setup. I know you do have an office in Washington, and I know you keep tabs on events at the various state capitals. Talk about that.
Well, we have many ways that we pursue government affairs and relations with our constituency out there, and we have a person, our vice president of government affairs is Jennifer Mendez, and Jennifer is very active. She's very hardworking, and as much as anything, she has great relationships with staff members and members in both the federal level and the state houses, where and many associations that she is either a member of or an officer of in many cases. So Jen has a great approach to the way she deals with educating and getting us in front of those people who can make a difference for us. We also have numerous ways that we monitor and look at activity that's going on in the regulatory world. We engage consultants that are contracted with us to provide information and guidance in particular areas. There's some things that perhaps at our next month's interview we'll be able to share with you about a major sort of turn of events on an issue that has plagued us for quite a few years now that we're not quite ready to expose. But I would say that it's through those kinds of efforts of engagement, knowing the right people with the right kind of attitude about listening for solutions as opposed to just writing more reams of regulation, that we end up with good outcomes. So we're excited about the government affairs and the approach that we have to it. So feel good about that.
Well, you've piqued my curiosity about next month.
Well, we'll see. I hope the timing will be good. If not, certainly the following month. I think we'll probably have some things to share.
One of the things I wanted to ask you, just to sum up, is, and I mentioned at the beginning, you've been here since April, although you've certainly been around this industry for,
yes, sir.
For quite a long time. What's on the drawing board? Are there things you can talk about other than this one that you mentioned that perhaps the CRI will be looking into in the future? Well,
there are a number of things on our plate right now, and certainly as we go forward, for example, right now it's the budget time for our organization. Many of our members are also doing their budget. So as part of that, we've got teams and of our staff as well as the various senior members of our staff working on very specific initiatives that we believe our members have said these are the things we want you to do. So right now we're literally developing the detail of some of those plans. We've got the most important must-do things that are necessary for us to be beneficial for our members, and so we've identified those. We're working on how to develop that activity. So I can't be I know you'd like something more specific, but until we get the process completed here with our strategic planning and our budgeting process, but I feel very good about, again, the fact that our members are engaged, they're saying these are the things they want to see us do, and our staff and our folks here are prepared to do that.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have some interesting conversations on down the road.
We're counting on it.
Joe, I appreciate you spending some time with us.
It's my pleasure, David, as always.
I'm looking forward to the next couple of months.
Yes, sir. Me too.
We've been talking with Joe Yarbrough. He is the president of the CRI, the Carpet and Rug Institute. This is Talk Floor TV.